Head up, looking, finds nothing, so will go himself. And that's the shot that beat the Pacers in game number 1. Rick Carlisle calls time.
And he also had Jamal Tinsley, who's picked up fouls guarding him, and he went right against the grain for Jamal, and Jamal couldn't get back to Allen Iverson, who's starting to get it going again.
Back-to-back field goals for Iverson. And with 5.5 left, 14 points away from 50, certainly does not look insurmountable for Iverson. Well, what's on tap? Brought to you by Corona here on FSN Midwest. The New Orleans game on Monday. Stacey Pates at 6:30, then the tip-off at 7. And then Milwaukee comes in the new year. Pacers certainly have revenge on the mind, as they have lost 2 games to the Bucks this year. And the first trip in of Nowitzki and company and the Dallas Mavericks on January 8th. Those are the next 3 telecasts right here on FSN Midwest. There's the arithmetic tonight for Allen Iverson. Philly looking for their 3rd consecutive road victory after losing 8 in a row. And they're looking for their 5th win in their last 7 games. The 2 losses, they blew a 19-point lead to New York and lost in overtime. And then the last game, lose by 2 to Utah, despite the fact that Iverson had 51.
It's a tough one here, because this guy's athletic as Fred.
And long.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why he put Fred in a tough spot there.
Iverson now being hounded by Fred Jones. So that's the assignment. The crossover for Iverson and the quick release. And swooping in, Tinsley for the rebound. So Jamal Tinsley, over the course of the last few weeks, also doing some heavy action on the boards. He's guarded by Iverson. Foster baseline, stripped of the basketball. And that's 19 turnovers for Indiana. Kevin Ollie, the steadying influence now alongside of Iverson. Philadelphia, of course, this year losing Eric Snow, trading him to Cleveland. Iguodala tries another 3, and there it is. So some surprises for Philadelphia. Mark Jackson and Kevin Ollie hitting off the bench, and Andre Iguodala, a 29% three-point shooter, has now hit his last 2 from downtown. 7 straight points for Philly. They lead by 2. Timeout.
It's 2 weeks to deal, where qualified returning Daimler Chrysler employee lessees can lease the exciting Sebring sedan for just $149 a month. Or choose the spacious Town & Country, the first minivan with stow-and-go seating and storage. And even the adventurous 4-wheel drive Jeep Liberty, your choice for only $149 a month. Plus, pay no security deposit. But hurry, 2 weeks to deal ends January 3rd. So get to your Chrysler and Jeep Superstores today.
Hey, taxi! So where's the best place to get a Jack Daniels in this town?
No problem. Here you go.
Nice bar.
Someone has a love letter.
It's true. With NBA League Pass, you get up to 40 games a week. Yes, you can be a Kings fan in Philly and still watch them play. You think this year's rookies will be as good as last year? Do you want to follow your favorite fantasy players? Then NBA League Pass will make you a happier man.
Order NBA League Pass now for just $189. To order, call DirecTV, Dish Network, or your local cable provider.
Welcome back to Conseco Fieldhouse, everybody. 88-86 right now. Philadelphia 76ers here in the 4th quarter. Al and Quinn have talked about already in the show about what's been reported today, that Jermaine O'Neal could be back with his team as early as Christmas Day, while Stephen Jackson and Ron Artest, their suspensions have been upheld. I spoke with Ron Artest today, and he says that he understands that he's very disappointed, obviously, and he understands that his actions come with very strict consequences. He wants everyone to know how much he misses playing with his team. And right now, guys, he's concentrating on moving forward in his life and getting better as a man every day. Al?
Indiana looking to tie it, and once again in the hands of Reggie Miller, who's had a sensational night. 28 points for the 39-year-old, who already already has a 32-point performance this year. Iguodala, and he finds Williamson, and all of a sudden the Sixers now moving the ball around, spreading the offense, while the Pacers having to fight their turnover difficulties, putting the Sixers in a position to have retaken the lead in this one. Crozier had the open shot, instead takes it wildly inside. And Iverson back the other way. On this night, Pacers start tied with Detroit 2 games behind Cleveland. Cleveland and New Jersey tonight, trailing by 10 midway in the third. And the Pistons at home trailing by 9 to the Bulls, also midway in the third. Williamson, no. Oh! And there is a foul on Crozier inside, battling on the boards with Williamson. And Crozier on several occasions arguing calls which we very rarely see, although they're going to call that foul now on Fred Jones and not on Crozier. So the Pacers' second foul in the fourth. The Bulls have won 4 in a row now, going into Detroit and leading the Pistons. Iverson comes up short, and Indiana needs a basket to tie it up down to the final 3 minutes in this one.
I think if the Pacers get just patient and take the good looks they get, I think they'll be all right. I think once you start forcing it and trying to get into the action, that's where you tend to run into trouble.
Tinsley, the fade, gets his own rebound. And another 3 for a quarter. And Tinsley misses all 3. And that pretty much telling you the story. And that's a foul there. So right now the Philadelphia 76ers have taken over the lead. Pacers on shaky ground at this point, having difficulty scoring inside, and their turnovers up to 19.
Pacers struggling. Tinsley gets 1, 2. Now a third look, trying to get it out of his hand quickly. Iguodala gets it over the top of Jeff Foster.
Jackson to the foul line for the first time. He's a very good foul shooter and nothing but net. So Jamal Tinsley versus Allen Iverson. Down the stretch they come, 2.5 minutes. But Philly looking to extend their lead now to 4, which would match their biggest lead of the game. And that happened out of the gate at 6-2. 16 points for Mark Jackson. And the Pacers, who have scored just 17 points in the fourth. They were held to 9 points in the fourth quarter in Chicago. Tinsley.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, meaning there is no foul call.
Yeah, I'm surprised because Allen held him as soon as he beats him. I mean, you can see Allen and then there.
There's the bump.
Then I thought he got crushed again.
Miller the fake. And that will be deflected by 76ers. Pacers with 10 seconds left.
Hey, 2 down, high 4.
Last game 10, here. 10. Pacers in the closing minute beating Toronto. Game before that in the closing minutes, losing in overtime to Sacramento. Tinsley the crossover. Iverson was there this time. The ball is stripped. And it's off Philadelphia out of bounds, so we now dwindle down to 3 seconds to shoot.
It got hit, and then it goes off of the body of Mark Jackson. Got paid in the corner. He missed it.
And the fast break, Iverson, Ali collides with Crozier. That may have been a backcourt violation on the pass. It happened so quickly. I don't know if we'll see it. Watch the pass to Iverson. Was
yeah, it was before that, and you see that. I'm not sure exactly what Austin was doing because he has no chance to make a basketball play here.
So it is Kevin Ollie coming off the bench here tonight in just his 7th game. He's been battling injuries all season long. He had scored 6 points, and he has 8 tonight. And the lead now for the Sixers is 6. 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes for Philadelphia.
Offensive foul.
And that is the 5th for Jamal Tinsley. This one is slipping away before our very eyes.
Oh, he just got a technical. Oh, delay a game, fortunately for him. And you got to keep your head into it. Allen Iverson, that might be a play on there, Al. I mean, I don't know. What they call a technical on him this time?
Technical foul on Jamal Tinsley. Well, Jamal did get it the first time. He worked for this one. And the Pacers now, this is the first time this season we have seen something like this, an unraveling in this ball game. Game they led by as many as 12. And a situation like this where every point means so much. There's a gift for Mark Jackson. It has been a rough night for Tinsley. Feels he hasn't been getting some of the calls, but still in this kind of situation, you can't get the team.
No, I don't disagree with you there. You got to maintain your composure, particularly when you start to take on the kind of role he's taken with the team in terms of leading the teams and scoring, and people starting to look to you for direction. You got to show some composure.
And he also got the break from the official on that delay call. This will be another one on Tinsley, and he's gone. That's a question if he could just keep his composure and not get another tee.
Well, Jeff's going to get him. See, Jeff kind of knows. And this is what your teammates need to do. Jeff is going to get him and just to start him off the bench, start him off the floor.
So Tinsley, who is a fierce competitor and very emotional, and somebody got to get in front of him.
He's getting tossed.
He just got another tee.
Yeah, he's getting tossed. He kept talking to Derek Stafford and what he was doing. Joe Forte is watching him the entire time. And he was, you know, he wasn't going to allow him, because what happened with Derek Stafford, he was explaining to Reggie Miller. But again, you hit the point, Al. You can't lose it here.
And that's, you know, that's part of that responsibility is the Pacer bench really have to huddle around Tinsley and keep him from direct line to the officials in that situation.
No, this was no. I disagree with you, because the only reason I disagree is it didn't happen when he got to the bench. It happened as he was going, and Joe Forte saw him on his way to the bench.
From our shot, it appears as if he was standing at the bench. I think as he's walking off, his teammates have to understand the situation and get between he and the official. And right now, Philadelphia just showing this away from the foul line. All of a sudden, it could be a 10-point game. 1:51 to go. Pacers an opportunity here tonight. Iverson with 38. The Nets leading the Cavs in New Jersey. Pistons trailing by 5 to the Bulls on their home floor. Those two teams lose, Cleveland and Detroit. If the Pacers had won this, they'd be a game ahead of Detroit, just a game behind Cleveland for first place heading into the rematch against the Pistons here on Saturday night. And this is a foul on Johnson. Iverson still stays with it. So Philadelphia comes in and steals this one late.
Well, it looked like the Pacers had it under control, Al. I mean, it really did. And you talked about it. All of a sudden, Pacers went through a real dry spell offensively.
Late in the third quarter it happened. The turnover started them out. Just disarray on the offensive end. Timeout.
It's IMAX, home of the funniest, freshest opinions in sports.
It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that bling. He's one of the most feared athletes in the history of American sports.
Every weeknight, Max takes on today's biggest names.
Welcome back to my ongoing argument with the whole wide world.
IMAX, tonight on FSN. On the football field, no one was tougher than Iron Mike Ditka.
The most intense football player I'd ever been around.
As a coach, his passion consumed him.
High voltage temper, out of control most of the time.
His intensity turned a dying franchise into a champion.
The greatest honor was winning the Super Bowl as a coach of the Bears.
That nearly cost him his life in return.
I don't think anyone was shocked when Mike had his heart attack.
Beyond the Glory, Sunday at a special time on FSN.
Well, Friday, it's a special presentation of Fox NFL Sunday. Brett Favre leads the Packers against Dante Culpepper and the Vikings. Both teams fighting for playoff position. Coverage of Fox NFL Sunday Special begins Friday at 2 Eastern. Game begins at 3. So once again, the Pacers flame out in the fourth quarter as they did in Chicago the other night when they were held at 9.
Well, yeah, his bigger problem is 17 is giving up 32. Rick Carlisle knows that he's got to find a way to get these guys back in sync here because, as you said it, late in the third, lost the offensive rhythm. Not unlike the Chicago game out, where the team just never really had much rhythm there.
Iverson 13 of 15 from the foul line, 12 of 23. He's now looking for his 40th point, and that's what he is averaging. Let's make it now in 6 ball games. Question, can he score? Even Allen Iverson, 10 in the final 120. Pacers are up by 5 midway in this fourth quarter. They have been outscored 12-0. Over the last 4 minutes, it was tied at 88 with 4:11 to go. And that's the first basket in that time for Indiana, and it's the second 30-point game for Reggie Miller.
And Rick Carlisle is making a decision to get some of his starters out of here because he's got 3 replacements up here because he knows how tough it is in this game, especially when you got Allen Iverson. Because when he's in the kind of position where he can dominate the ball, it makes it awfully difficult.
Williamson hounding on the boards. So for Indiana, Reggie Miller, they made so much about his 32-point game against Milwaukee at this stage of his career. At the age of 39, very few have been able to hit the 30 mark, and now he's done it for the second time. Jeff Foster, another double-double for the 5th consecutive time, this time doing it with the 18 points instead of 18 rebounds. And he does have 11 boards. And he right now has an opportunity for his first ever 20-point game in his 6 seasons as a pro. His career high is 19.
I see tying the career high.
Well, Monday, New Orleans in town. And tickets are available at all Ticketmasters. You can call 1-800-4NBA-TICKS or log on to Pacers.com. Again, it's a Marsh family night. Packages available, including 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 chips, 4 Pepsi products, and 4 T-shirts. And you can pick up those packages either at Conseco Fieldhouse or Ticketmaster, including the Ticketmasters located at Marsh. And those packages are available, different price ranges, and as low as $80 for all of that. Foster 0 for 5 from the foul line. Pacers 14 of 21. Nice crowd on hand tonight through the difficult weather here in the Indiana area today, but many have already filed out for this one. Mark Jackson continues to battle. One more rebound for Jeff Foster, but that is it. A disappointing evening for Indiana. They looked like they had held Allen Iverson early and looked like they were on their way, but down the stretch, unable to find the basket. 21 turnovers leading to 27 Philadelphia points. So the Christmas gift by the Pacers to the Sixers, who have made it 2-0 over Indiana this year. And Allen Iverson, who comes 10 points shy of becoming the 3rd player to hit for 50 in 3 consecutive games, leaves a Christmas gift with one of the Pacer fans. Home team play of the game brought to you by Dodge. Reggie Miller standing out in defeat as he goes for 10 field goals. And another 30-point game for Reggie Miller, 10 of 15 from the floor, 7 of 8 from the foul line, actually missing his first foul shot of the season after making his first 29. But Philadelphia wins it 102-90. Let's go onto the floor to Quinn Buckner.
Thanks a lot, Al. I'm here with Andre Iguodala. Andre, where's this 3-point shooting of yours come from? I know you do a lot of the other things. You fill the stat sheet out, but here you knocked down, I think, 2 big threes in the game.
Well, I mean, I remember Dick Vitale. That's supposed to be the knock on me, but I've always been working on my shot, you know, all summer, working out in Chicago, just working every day on my shot, you know, just spending hours in the gym, man. I knew a lot of people were going to be pushing off up on me and making me shoot the rock, so I just been getting, you know, consistent shots in every day in practice, and I'm confident in shooting it.
You came out after your sophomore year, and I know all guys look up to people, but what's it like to play with Allen Iverson, particularly when you see him on a roll the way he is right now?
It's kind of hard for me because I get so in awe of what he's doing that I lose focus of what's going on because I'm just watching him. So I'm just trying to, keep up with the flow with him and just continue to do the things I do well. And it's just amazing watching him play. It's like you're watching the game, but you're on the court. And he's just an amazing player.
What's the difference now in this team? It struggled a little bit early. You guys have managed to win a couple of really good games for yourself, particularly coming and winning here against the Pacers. What's the difference?
Well, we're following coach's scheme. He has a pretty specific defensive scheme, and we're getting that down. Our main thing is cutting our turnovers down and getting a high percentage on challenging shots on the opposing team. And then when we do that, we have a greater chance of winning. And we're starting to realize that. And as the season continues, we're going to get better and better.
Well, congratulations on getting this win here against the Pacers. Good luck to you on your way back to Philadelphia. Now, just not enough from the Pacers. A slow third quarter cost them a victory.
All right, Quinn. And Andre hitting one of those threes with 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth to put Philadelphia in front, and they would not look back. There's the final score. Philly by a dozen tonight.
This is NBA TV's NBA Action. This week we spotlight a surprise team, the Washington Wizards, and a perennial contender, the Sacramento Kings. Plus, we'll look at the trade that landed Air Canada in New Jersey, meet the LA Clippers prize draft pick Sean Livingston, and bring you the top 10 plays of the week.
Another lob. Oh, and the right-hand jab of Carmelo Anthony. Get out! He's unstoppable! You cannot believe what we just saw! Oh, man, what a dunk! Tear up that rim, young fella! Sensational! Oh, I'm shaking in my chair! Oh, and it home!
We tip things off by taking you into the action in the Eastern Conference with the new and improved Washington Wizards.
The Washington Wizards have traded Jerry Stackhouse, Christian Laettner, and the rights to Devin Harris to the Dallas Mavericks for Antoine Jamison and cash consideration.
When the Wizards acquired Sixth Man of the Year Antoine Jamison on draft night, they hoped he could help reverse their fortunes, and he's done just that, averaging 22 points a game.
I was really excited about this situation and coming here and giving the fans something to cheer about and really trying to turn this thing around.
Jamison again draws a foul, score the field goal. He'll go to the line.
He's a guy that if he gets 15 shots, he's going to make 10 shots because he only does things that he know he can do. That's putting the ball up on the rim as fast as he can get it up there, and allowing himself a chance to be the player that he is. And he's proven it, throughout his career.
He brings a different type of scoring ability that we actually needed last year. Somebody who don't really need to dribble because he finds ways of scoring, off of everything. So I think he just brings all the stuff we was lacking last year.
And Gilbert Arenas should know because he played with Antoine for 2 seasons with the Warriors. They were joined in Golden State in 2002 by Larry Hughes. Now they've all been reunited as 3/5 of the Wizards' starting 5.
Larry Hughes up ahead to Jamison streaking to the hoop and slams it in. Hughes, watch out from behind. Good pass to Arenas, who lays it in on the run. Arenas lightning quick. Nice pass.
And a very difficult shot made to look easy by Antoine Jamison.
Arenas, Jamison, Larry Hughes played together out west, and it shows sometimes on plays like that.
Yeah. When we was at Golden State, we had a great friendship. We played well together. We knew each other's game. And I think we really improved each other's game out there on the court also. And, once I heard I was coming here and I couldn't wait, I just think it's a great combination having us on the same team. And we really complement one another very well.
It's a high-powered trio as the Wizards are the only team with 3 players averaging at least 19 points each.
Arenas going all the way, lays it up and in! What a
Sorry about that.
No, it was amazing. Larry, great move. Draws contact with no call and scores. Jamison lays it up and a blocking foul. Score the field goal.
This offense is something very scary. When you got a guy like Gilbert who has the ball and who is quick as I don't know what, Larry Hughes the same, and even our big men can rip and run up and down the court. So running down the court and having fast break opportunities really fit the mold of this team.
With help from their role players like Jarvis Hayes and Brendan Haywood, Washington has dramatically improved from last season and has the third best record in the East.
3-on-2, Blake going all the way, lays it off for Hayes. Yeah. Inside to Haywood. Haywood up strong, score the field goal.
Last year we won 25 games, and this year we want to do better than that. We want to make the playoffs. We have a lot of talent. We have a lot of guys that can score the ball, and we just need to come together as a unit.
No timeouts for the Wizards down 3. They look for 3-4 seconds to go. Hayes for the tie. Yes!
You know, we got the pieces in place where we can just get on one accord. I think we could be a very dangerous team in the East.
There's a lot of bullseyes on our backs right now because of the media attention we're getting locally and nationally, and we want to set them up so we can knock them down.
Arenas, what a move. Score it. He'll go to the line. Hughes slams it in, and he wanted a foul. Arenas going all the way, lays it up and in. Jamison, left-handed scoop.
He got that one.
It's a great group of guys, you know, and they made me feel welcome from day one, from the owner to the coaching staff and the GMs and things like that, and even the fans. But, you know, a very talented young team. And, you know, you're starting to see the mixture of a couple of veterans with the young guys. And, you know, we're starting to really understand what it takes to be successful. And then it's starting to carry over to the game. So, you know, so far it's working.
You're watching NBA action on Fox Sports Net. Now we go back into the action in the West, where last season ended in frustration for the Sacramento Kings.
All right, here goes Sacramento again. Christie, cross-court, Webber. He's going to get a good look at a three. He missed it. Chris Webber's three could have tied it. Instead, the Wolves will advance to the Western Conference Finals. What a chance for Chris Webber.
I definitely thought the last shot was good. I couldn't believe it came out. You just got to keep your head up and come back and win another Game 7.
With the new season, hopes have been rekindled in Sacramento, and a core of stars that includes Mike Bibby is lighting the spark for another run at the title.
Great move by Bibby.
Bibby launches a three. Unbelievable.
Mike is the man. Definitely one of the best point guards I've ever been on the court with. We know at any time he can break the defense down and get anybody a basket on the team, and he can stop and take his own shot.
Bibby drives and one.
I think he's the true definition of a point guard in the 2000 era because he can score and pass and shoot, which many point guards can't do.
Good thing about Webb, we know what type of play he is. We know he's going to lay it on the line for us day in and day out. That's what we need for him to do.
Chris Webber with a splendid left-hand move. Wow. Webber coming down the line. Look out, ball! Oh, boy!
He's a great talent in more than one area, and he makes the game easier for so many players.
And here comes Chris. Hit Miller. Miller all the way! Oh, boy! Webber to Brad Miller.
Patient.
Stojakovic up the Webber screen, drains it.
The movement that he has for the size of his body is uncanny. It's uncharacteristic of a guy that's 6'9", 6'10".
You run out and try to contest the shot, you'll take a little pump fake, side dribble to the side or something.
Long jumper fading away, got it.
He's a consummate team player. Even though he scores a lot of points, it's always with the team in mind. This is what I bring to the team, and this is what I do.
One of Sacramento's trademarks is their flashy passing, and after playing together for years, they've developed an uncanny ability to find the open man.
Christie finds Webber.
What's really neat about this whole team in general is they're great passers. Man, these guys are unbelievable passers. They'll throw passes I wouldn't even dream of throwing.
Perfect pass pass the length of the floor for Chris Webber.
All those passes help to fuel a high-octane offense. The Kings are second in the league in scoring, averaging 102 points a game.
Stojakovic, 3 on the way. I don't get it. Snap it.
So when the Kings visited the NBA's top scoring team, the Phoenix Suns, everyone expected some offensive fireworks, and these teams didn't disappoint.
Here comes Nash. He's got Amari to his right, elevates and detonates. What a terrific shot there by Bobby Jackson. Nash with the spinner off the glass. Bibby, crossover, bucket from the outside. 1-point game. Final 30 seconds of the fourth quarter. Bibby back out to Miller. 18 feet straight away, and he drills it. And the Sacramento Kings have persevered with a 2-point win.
Last week, the Kings faced the Bucks in Milwaukee, looking to run their record against the Eastern Conference to 8-0, but this was no easy task.
Mason drops the shoulder. He'll have one coming. Count the basket. Michael Redd turns and hits.
Michael Redd scored 20 points, and Desmond Mason had 23 for the Bucks, while Sacramento was being carried by Mike Bibby, who just missed the triple-double with 27 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Redd, yes, and one. That's pretty. Great run out again. Foul. Mason scores it this time, and he'll shoot a free throw.
Milwaukee led by 10 in the fourth quarter, but the Kings came charging back.
Now Stojakovic has an opening. This from downtown. Yes.
What a pass.
Bibby's just eating guys up.
Sacramento seized the lead and the momentum. And then with the score tied in the final seconds, Chris Webber would have a chance to win it.
Webber for 3. Oh, my goodness. A walk-off three-pointer for Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings.
We're back with more of NBA TV's NBA action. Time now to log on to NBA.com, where we begin with the blockbuster trade involving Vince Carter. Veteran center Alonzo Mourning was one of 3 players traded to the Toronto Raptors as part of the deal that brought Air Canada to the New Jersey Nets.
Mourning, tough move. He walked, no call, and slams.
Along with Mourning, the Raptors also acquired 2 first-round draft picks plus center Aaron Williams and small forward Eric Williams.
No good. Ruffin there, but he can't get the rebound. Williams lays it in.
Heading to New Jersey is one of the game's most exciting players, Vince Carter, who's currently on the injured list with a strained Achilles.
Carter with a crossover. Bam! Vince Lamar Carter.
A 5-time All-Star, Carter will bring his athleticism and explosive scoring to the struggling Nets.
Carter in the air first. He brought that ball down and up and scored.
Stephen Hunter gives the Suns a huge inside presence.
Rejected by Hunter, who just came in and tomahawked it out.
But Hunter also gives all he can to the Phoenix community, especially kids, which earned him the NBA Community Assist Award for the month of November.
We got a flag for you, too.
You got your flag.
You're welcome.
Oh, you a Superman fan, too, huh?
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Oh, sorry, Spider-Man talking about.
The player of the week in the Eastern Conference was Shaquille O'Neal, the dominating center of the Heat.
Shaq turns baseline, another slamma-jamma.
Shaq averaged 25 points and 10 rebounds last week while leading Miami to a sparkling 4-0 record.
Shaq finished with the slam.
In the West, the player of the week was Shawn Marion, who's helped his Phoenix Suns get off to the best start in franchise history.
Cleared for takeoff, Shawn Marion.
Last week, Shawn averaged 23 points and 11 rebounds.
Shawn Marion throwing it down on the run.
But it was the Sixers' Allen Iverson who lit up the scoreboards like no one else in years.
And there it is. Iverson, count the basket.
Allen scored early and often in a win over Milwaukee with 17 first-quarter points and was on his way to one of the best games of his career.
Well, you know what?
Bring everybody, guys.
He has 27. Allen Iverson has the highest scoring game in the league this season, 54 points.
2 nights later, Iverson hadn't cooled off a bit. This time, it was the Jazz who were searching for answers.
Iverson down baseline left, come out on the right side, spin it up on the glass, score 2 more.
Iverson became only the 7th player in NBA history to rack up at least 50 points in back-to-back games.
Out on up top, he'll drive hard. He's there. Push it up high. Underhand scoop, good. Iverson. He has scored 51 points in this game.
Time now for more of NBA TV's NBA action. Now let's meet Clippers rookie Shaun Livingston, who's currently sidelined with a knee injury in this week's timeout.
Goals are always being set when you play, and also goals are being set when you rehab also. So we try to do as much therapy as we can, that can be productive for them.
Of course it's frustrating just because you can't play. You're used to playing, but it's how I deal with it. Injuries happen. You just gotta rehab it.
Man, love to be down there, man. Set them up here. These guys.
Hanging out, having a good time.
When you start to get younger guys in, they're starting to make people forget about those old bad days of the Clippers and just kind of concentrate on what's happening right now. So let's take someone like Shaun Livingston. He's out, he's injured right now, but he reminds a lot of us of a younger Magic Johnson.
He's 19 years old with maturity and the emotional stability of a much older, more mature ball player.
Just the fact that he might be sore from the knee injury, it might set him back. But as far as his confidence, I don't think he'll lack confidence, coming back. I just feel that he's going to be a terrific player in this league for many years to come.
I hate to see him with the injury and everything because he came in and gave us a spark, And I told him, well, now it's time for you to get the mental part of the game. Look at some things that other veteran point guards are doing. Concentrate on your basketball.
Look at the picture of this. This is my son right here. He look like my son.
Veteran point guard Rick Brunson has taken a special interest in Livingston and is providing him with guidance.
There's Rick Jr. Don't touch me. When he kind of gives me advice and everything, he does it in an energetic way where, it kind of gets you hyped up and it wants to, I want to make you do more and make a better play. You got to finish the other side of his hair. There's a dude out there, man. Come the other side. He ain't finished, see?
I have a lot to offer as far as I've been on a lot of teams. I've experienced a lot of things. I've been to the playoffs.
Got 4, 3, 2.
So I just try to help out the young guys. Shaun Livingston in particular, he's the youngest. So I just try to help him and show him the ropes about this league.
The Clippers have made the young point guard feel at home in his new job. They've also helped Shaun and his brother adjust to living in L.A.
They've been calling, checking on us, making sure his knee's okay. I believe he's in a great situation. Coach Dunleavy's a good coach. The team has great chemistry. They've all welcomed him and me because, I'm new to the area. I'm very happy with the decision he made.
Just to have people you trust around you, have a good supporting cast and nucleus, that makes a difference. I got a nice little balcony right here with a nice little view. Downtown Santa Monica over there, all the way down downtown. You can see a little bit. When it's clear like this, you can see the mountains and everything. Sometimes it's just crazy just to see coming from high school and, everything hits you. You can just look out over the ocean and just kind of daydream a little bit. But this is good. This is my balcony right here. Might have to throw a couple barbecues or something, Have to show him how I do on the grill.
He loves the game of basketball. He wants to play 24/7 if he could. But not only that, but he wants to be at the game. He wants to watch. And I think that is going to be great for him because once he does get back, I think that he'll be that much better.
Man, just sitting there watching this right now, man, I love to just, get out there and jump right into TV, man, just get on the court and, run it, but, just, situations happen, man, and this is my situation right now.
You're moving good.
I'm ready Wednesday.
You're moving.
I'm ready Wednesday.
I used to play like that.
Well, like this?
I used to drag a leg just like that.
I mean, I think the faster you accept it, the faster that, you're able to move on and deal with it, because, it's not like, hey, it's not, if I get mad at it and, stay angry about it, it's not like it's going to go away, you know what I mean? It's not like it's just going to disappear and my knee's going to be all better and I'm going to go out and play. It's just the rehabbing now. It's just, I got to be positive. I got to stay positive, think for the best.
Welcome back to NBA TV's NBA Action. Now it's time for the top 10 plays of the week in our NBA TV Countdown. Starting us off at number 10 is the Kings' Chris Webber shooting for the win.
Webber for three. Oh, my goodness. A walk-off three-pointer for Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings.
At 9, the Kings are brought down to earth by high-flying Lamar Odom.
Odom on the reverse.
Coming in at number 8, the Bucks launch their own aerial artist, Desmond Mason.
I don't know if he's conditioning or he's just better than
Baby. The Cowboy takes over the scoring lead for the game with 16.
At number 7 is Cleveland's LeBron James with this fantastic follow.
Left that three short. LeBron James once again defying gravity to smash that down.
At number 6, with the Knicks in need of a 3, they look to Allen Houston.
He got it off, and it hits! Allen Houston ties it up at 100 with 4/10 of a second to go.
In at number 5 is Carmelo Anthony, taking things into his own hands.
Another lob. Oh, and the right-hand jam of Carmelo Anthony.
Carmelo does a little spin move, cups it with the one hand, and rolls down his wrist, still finishes.
At 4, it's the Warriors' Jason Richardson finishing off the Mavericks.
Gets it off in time, left it short. Richardson, the ferocious follow flush. Oh my goodness.
At number 3, Reggie Miller shows he still has his late game magic.
Miller shoots. Well, Reggie Miller, the KO punch in sensational fashion.
Checking in at number 2 is this thunderous dunk from the Lakers' Kobe Bryant.
Not completely. Oh, Kobe Bryant with the reverse.
And at number 1, it's Mavericks rookie Devin Harris soaring over the Hawks.
Not going to happen too many times this game, especially after those practices. Oh, Devin Harris rising and throwing it down on Peja Drobniak. Woo! Young fella. Showing your talent, young fella.
That's our show for this week. Last week, fans on NBA.com agreed with us that this game winner by Houston's Tracy McGrady was the #1 play of the week, and it's certainly worth another look. Remember, you can vote for your favorite play all season long by logging on to the league's official website, NBA.com. I'm Spiro Ditas for NBA TV's NBA Action. See you next week.